Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. UFC 305. I haven't done one of these long form prediction videos in a while, but my algorithm has been absolutely cooked. I got a couple strikes on my account. So the more videos, the better. We got to fix this. We got to get our traction back. So we grinding right now. And instead of the YouTube shorts, we're doing a full long form prediction video for a good card, by the way. That's worthy of a full prediction video, to be honest. DDP versus Adesanya, the long rivalry that we've all been waiting for, the battle for the real African, my African brother. What's up, nigga? What's up, my African brother? Ever since that day, we all been waiting for this one. DDP became the champion, defeated Strickland in a very controversial fight. I thought he won live. Watching it back, I've had my second thoughts, but I still would probably say DDP slightly narrowly, very, very narrowly took that one. So yeah, this is a good card. We got DDP Adesanya, Kai Car France versus Steve Erceg, Gamrot versus Hooker, Tatu Ivasa versus Rosenstrike. The usual characters when we get a Australia card. We get, Ty, we get Dan, we get the whole CKB crew. Li Jingliang is back, man. I feel like I haven't seen this dude in forever. Carlos Paredes, Junior Tafa, again, another one of these usual suspects on these Australia cards versus Walter Walker. I'm expecting another Junior Tafa knockout. Josh Kulabau, Ricardo Ramos, Casey O'Neill's back on Australia, home soil, versus Luana Santos. That is a BBL battle right there. The incels will have their pants on their ankles during that one. And hey, I don't blame them. And then Jack Jenkins versus my man Herbert Burns, still doing the damn thing. Herbert Burns still doing the damn thing. But we're going to start at the top with DDP versus Adesanya. And I'm going to go full screen here to talk about this fight. So, when it comes to Izzy's current state, it seems that the MMA community is very split down the middle on Izzy. Well, it's not even down the middle. It's like more of like maybe 70-30. People just think that he's cooked. I mean, this is like the online sentiment because when it comes to gambling, he still is the betting favorite. So, you can't really judge MMA Twitter or, Instagram or TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok, but you can't really judge these social media sentiments because they don't really reflect the full fan base because obviously him being the favorite, you guys talk all that shit, but then people are betting money on Izzy. And there's a reason he's the favorite. And to me, this fight and this stylistic battle is actually tailor made for Izzy. If Izzy is still Izzy, I think this is a great matchup for him. When you look at some of Izzy's best performances, Derek Brunson, Robert Whitaker won. Who's another good one? I guess Vittori would be considered a pretty good performance. Wasn't the most exciting fight, but that was one of his better performances. Paulo Costa would be another good performance. These are all aggressive, come forward, blitz type of fighters. Pressure in your face, aggression fighters. Because Sean Strickland is a very in your face fighter, but he's not the most aggressive. He pressures you with his positioning, but not as much with, activity. He'll put the jab on you, but he won't really be, going for the kill nonstop the whole fight, pressing you like that. He's just kind of, scoring points, which is very smart. And guys that score points and guys that fight technical and guys that, like I said, fight technical against Izzy are the ones that he kind of struggles with. Izzy is a counter striker. And when a guy comes at him, that's exactly what he wants. It's tailor-made for him. He loves it. Paulo Costa, you want to come at me? You want to be aggressive? Beautiful. I love it. Counter-strike, knock you out. Robert Whitaker, you want to come at me? You want to rush at me? You want to use your little, your dart, that 1-2 head kick, famous combo, the karate, point karate style rushes. You want to do that? Fine. Perfect. Counter, left hook, knockout. Derek Brunson, you want to use your wild, crazy, honestly terrible striking style and just run straight at me? Cool. Easy knockout. these are guys that I'd say stylistically mirror DDP the most. I'd say DDP's offense would probably closely mirror maybe like a Robert Whitaker in a way, because they both do those, like those point karate type blitzes. If you ever watch point karate, if you've ever watched like, Michael Venom Page, he kind of just, MVP does it to the most extreme. But DDP does attack a lot of times in a straight line and a lot of times in just barrages of punches. And if that is the offensive tactic that he's going to take against Izzy, I think Izzy eats him up all day. I think Izzy eats him up all day, and I think Izzy, either cruises to a dominant decision or he gets a knockout. I would even lean towards a knockout for Izzy. And that's probably going to be my primary prediction in my head, judging off what we've seen in the past, is I think that will be the most likely scenario. Now, my second most likely scenario is DDP mixes in wrestling, and Izzy has faced very good wrestlers, and his takedown defense has shown to be relatively solid against all, good wrestlers. Yoel Romero wasn't really able to take him down. Robert Whitaker was able to take him down a little bit, but never really able to hold him down. Vettori wasn't really able to take him down. None of these guys have really been able to take him down, but for some reason, I don't know, it seems like DDP, it's like, okay, this guy has better wrestling than DDP, but then somehow he just takes them down. Like everyone thought that Robert Whitaker would probably have the grappling advantage, but then DDP just completely mauls him on the ground and on the feet. But I think on the feet, if this fight is more than 70% on the feet, I think Izzy wins it. But if DDP is able to land consistent takedowns, I think Izzy could definitely be in trouble, because the way that he was able to pass and, just bully Whitaker on the ground, if he's able to do that to Izzy, he's in big trouble. We did see Jan Blachowicz able to do that, but that's a 205er, a big guy. DDP is a big for 185, but I don't think he's going to have, that type of, dominant presence like Jan did. But again, like I said, I never thought that he would be even where he is now. Even in the Darren Till fight, you see you see him getting kind of chopped up on the feet. And I'm like, oh, his striking is like, oh yeah. He looks bad, 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 and then he just pulls the win out of nowhere. Even against Brunson, he gets dropped against Brunson, and it looks bad, it looks bad, it looks bad. He pulls it off. The Whitaker fight was the first time that he just completely dominated somebody. In all the other fights that I had watched of his, it was like, oh my God, he looks tired. He's getting hit a lot. And then he just wins. And it's like, how the fuck does he keep doing this? But then the Whitaker fight, it was like, okay, he's really coming into his own. He really just showed no signs of weakness, no moments of, showing any chinks in his armor. And he just ran through him. The Strickland fight, not so much, but I thought he did pull that fight out. He gutted it out. He was able to go 5 rounds. So we saw that 5-round cardio was there. But as I said, the real indicator for me is if DDP is able to take Izzy down early when they're both fresh, if DDP is able to get a takedown in the first round or the second round, I would say Izzy's in trouble. Maybe late when they're both tired, when, it's kind of a dogfight, he gets a takedown. That's cool. But if he's able to get a takedown fresh out the gate, both of them completely ready, completely, gas tank full, and he scores a takedown in the first 2 rounds, Izzy's in trouble. In my opinion. He can still, of course, he's a counter striker. He can still catch him on the feet. But if DDP is able to take him down at will, he's definitely in trouble. But if this fight is fought primarily on the feet, I'm going Izzy, and I'm going to say that will be the most likely scenario. I'm going Izzy, TKO. I think he's definitely going to be driven. I think he's definitely going to be motivated, and I don't think he's a guy that's going to, he's had heated rivalry, and he never comes out and just, runs at you and fights stupid. Even in his heated rivalry, he'll fight smart. I don't think he'll, let his emotions get the best of him. I think he'll be technical, and I think he, catches DDP with a counter strike, maybe a head kick or some type of strike, gets him out, TKOs him on the ground, does a crazy celebration, calls him a colonizer, um, says nigga on the mic a lot, um, talks about South Africa apartheid, stands up for West Africa. Hey, I'm Nigerian. I'm of Nigerian descent, so y'all know who I'm siding with as far as that debate. I don't even want to go into that whole, political side of it because we just stick it to the fights. But I'm going Izzy by TKO. The next fight, Kai France versus Steve Erceg. Also, one more thing. I said I'm not going to get political, but like Izzy and DDP saying the thing about, real African and, kind of disregarding what maybe like struggles of Northern or Western Africans may go through. And the fact that Izzy gets upset about it, Usman gets upset about it, Abdul I can never say his name right. Hassan gets angry. Francis gets angry. The fact that all of them gets angry, and then the fans go, "You guys are just mad for no reason." Like, come on, guys. You gotta look into the like. If there's that many people that got upset by it, even Hassan, Rock, I can't say his fucking name. Okay, Hassan. Even if he got mad about it and he wasn't even one of the champs that he was disregarding, if he got mad about it, maybe there's a little bit of credence or reason behind it. So maybe do a little bit of research and don't just be like a, entitled American and just you be like, "Oh, they're just mad." Like maybe think that they have a good reason to be mad. Maybe think that you don't know the full story and maybe hear them out a little bit. Just saying. Kaka friend Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg impressed me in the Pantoja fight, but man, I'm gonna be honest. Kaka France is to me the most slept on guy in flyweight. He's been right there for so long. He had great fights. He had a great, he has moments where he's looking like dominant. He had such great moments against Moreno. He had great moments against who was it that caught him with the he hurt them. Oh, Raw Dog, Royval. He hurt Royval. Royval catches him with the spinning elbow, then submits him. He had moments against everybody. And I think this is going to be his moment to shine. It's on it's both of, well, actually, it's technically Erceg's home turf, but both of them from down under, New Zealand versus Australia. The battle of the Oceanic. I'm going with the New Zealander. Yet again, I am going to the. Oh, also, I think it's interesting that the UFC website is now showing. Have they always done this? Izzy as Nigeria. Have they always done this? Didn't they used to show New Zealand? I thought. Did they always show him as exclusively Nigerian? I feel like they didn't. Maybe that's a extra selling tactic for this fight specifically, but that's an interesting thing to look at. Gamrot versus Dan Hooker. I think Dan Hooker is not as washed as people think he is. I think he still has a lot left in the tank. But I think Gamrot is going to try to make this a boring grappling match and kind to alleviate as the striking and the chance for Hooker to, catch him with something as much as possible. And Gamrot is a person that, he doesn't give a fuck if the crowd is booing. He doesn't give a fuck if the fight looks boring. He's going to fight his fight. So I think Gamrot will stick to fighting his fight. This will probably be, people will not be too happy about this fight. And I think Gamrot cruises to a decision win just by kind of nullifying Dan Hooker's offense. I think Dan Hooker can catch him, but the most likely scenario is going to be Gamrot that decision. Tattoo Ivasa versus Rosenstrike, guys. If you watch my streams, if you watch any of my content, you guys know I'm the #1 Jairzinho Rosenstrike hater on this planet. I don't know why. The just sight of him on a card, like all the cards, all the shitty fight nights that he's main evented have just pissed me off so far to the fact that Tai Tuivasa by knockout is like, I'm praying. I'm praying for Tai Tuivasa by knockout. Please, I need a shoey in my life. Give me Tai Tuivasa for the upset, plus 190 odds. Put a little money on that. On the house. If you lose, I got you. Not really, but yeah. Li Jingliang versus Carlos Paredes. I'm sorry, my man Lee. I'm gonna have to go with Paredes here. Junior Tafa, I'm going with the hometown boy, Junior Tafa. I think he's gonna knock out this old Brazilian, little can crusher. Culibao, I'm going Culibao. Casey O'Neill versus Luana Santos. I think this is an interesting fight. Casey O'Neill was a very promising prospect until her hype kind of got killed off by the loss she had to Roxy, right? No. She beat Roxy. Who did she lose to? Who did Casey O'Neill lose to? Yeah, that was Roxy's retirement fight, but she pulled that fight out. Who did she just lose to? Oh, she lost two. Jennifer Maya and Ariana Lipsky. So she's on a 2-fight skid. Her job could be in danger here. Luana Santos is a promising prospect for many reasons. But I'm going Casey O'Neill. Sorry. Jack Jenkins, give me Jack Jenkins all day. Jesus Christ, minus 800. Minus 800 on a prelim is actually insane, but I'm sorry, Herbert Burns. I'm going to have to go with that minus 800. Give me Jack Jenkins all day, every day. Let me know your predictions. Drop them in the comments. Drop me a like, subscribe, please, guys. I got strikes and shit. My account is in jeopardy right now. I'm cooked. I just got banned on Twitch. It's not looking good for me. I'm down bad. How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to feed my kids that I don't have? Please, like, comment, subscribe. I will be streaming the day of the fight. If you need a way to watch the fights, jump in the stream, and I got you. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. No streamies over here. No streamies needed over here. No crack streams. Dana White, you didn't hear none of that, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. We're going to enjoy these fights. Drop a comment and let me know who y'all got. Peace out. Thanks for watching.